So you're looking for a dog trainer in Round Lake Beach, and maybe you're not quite sure where to start. Well, you're in the right place. We're going to break it all down for you step by step. All right, here's what we're going to cover. First, why a local trainer can be a huge advantage. Then, what good modern training actually looks like. After that, we'll get into the different types of training and what they cost. We'll also give you the must-ask questions for any potential trainer. And finally, a quick guide to local rules and resources. So, first things first, why does it even matter if your trainer is local? Well, it actually makes a huge difference. It's all about making training work in your day-to-day life. A local trainer gets that. They know you'll be at Hentzville Park, and they can prepare your dog for that specific environment. Or what about the Rollins Road Bike Path? They can teach your dog how to handle a cyclist whizzing by without any drama. That's the kind of real-world stuff that makes life so much easier. Okay, so what are we even looking for in a trainer? I mean, what does good training look like these days? The whole field has really changed for the better, so let's check out what the best professionals are doing. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And it's pretty simple, really. It just means you reward the behaviors you like. It's about building a trusting relationship with your dog instead of using fear or force. It's kinder, and honestly, it just works better for long-term results. Okay, look, these letters can seem like alphabet soup, but they're actually really helpful. When you see something like CPD-TK, that tells you the trainer has passed a serious test on their knowledge. KPA-CTP, that means they have top-notch practical skills. These aren't just fancy titles, they show a real commitment to their profession. And this leads to a really, really important point. If you talk to a trainer and their methods involve fear, pain, or intimidation, you should walk away, plain and simple. Those old-school techniques can actually create more problems and break the trust you have with your dog. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What are your options and what's it going to cost? We'll look at the different setups you'll find around the Round Lake Beach area. So you've pretty much got two main paths to choose from. On one hand, you've got group classes. These are fantastic for getting your dog comfortable around other dogs and people, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Then you have private lessons. This is where you get that focused, one-on-one help for very specific things you're dealing with at home.
This chart should give you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect cost-wise. And yeah, it's an expense, but try to think of it as an investment in having a happier, less stressful life with your dog for years to come. As you can see, there's a pretty wide range, so you can likely find something that fits your needs.
Okay, so when you're ready to start calling trainers, you want to have a few questions ready to go. This will help you figure out pretty quickly if they're the right fit for you. Here's your checklist.
First up, just ask them straight out, what's your training philosophy? You're listening for words like positive reinforcement, reward-based, and science-based. This tells you they're using modern, humane methods. Next, don't be shy about asking about their qualifications. A true professional will be happy to talk about their certifications and how they keep their skills up to date. It shows they're serious about their craft. You should also ask how you'll know if you're making progress. What does that look like? And how will they communicate with you between sessions? You want to feel like you're a team, not just someone who shows up once a week. And this one's a biggie. Ask about homework. Because let's be real, the training happens every day with you. A good trainer knows this and will give you clear, manageable things to work on to keep the momentum going. All right, let's bring it all home to Round Lake Beach. It's one thing to learn the skills. It's another to apply them out in our community. So let's quickly go over some local rules and a few great places to practice.
Okay, here's a number you need to remember. 10 feet. That's the maximum leash length allowed in public spaces here in Round Lake Beach. It's a simple local rule, but it's important for everyone's safety.
And just a few other key things to be a great dog-owning citizen here. Your dog has to have a rabies vaccination. That's state law. And the tag needs to be on their collar. Also, be mindful of barking, as it can become a noise issue. And one less thing to worry about. Lake County doesn't require a separate pet license. Now for the fun part. Where can you go to practice all these new skills? The Round Lake Beach Dog Park is awesome for working on off-leash recall. The trails at Independence Grove are perfect for honing those leash skills. You can even pop into a store like Pet Supplies Plus to work on good manners in a busy indoor space. At the end of the day, it's all about having a dog who can be a happy, welcome part of your life everywhere you go, whether that's just chilling in your living room or out on the trails. We really hope this helps you find the perfect training partner for your journey. Having a dog you can confidently take anywhere just makes living in Round Lake Beach that much better.